No, no eye. Does he have eyes? I can't tell.
It's just
Yeah.
armored.
He's got
Armored.
eyes. Jeez.
I don't know. He's already a robot Pegasus. He could be some sort of
It's not even a robot.
Yeah, he's just got
echo.
armor on.
It's just,
I don't know. It looks robotic
it's
to me.
just
You gotta zoom in more or something.
Oh, that hair is like coming out of the armor. Like, is someone threading that stuff through?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Wonder what the dawn time on that is. 3 weeks later.
thanks AI. You give us the best work.
I know.
Wait, what?
It's got the right amount of legs, so I don't know that that was AI.
Yeah, but like it's clearly weaving the armor through the mane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't pin that just on AI. I would like people do that. They don't think about the practicalities. Just looks cool.
Does look cool.
It does, but I mean, like, why are the hooves like kicked back?
Curled.
Yeah, curled back in a weird way. I don't know what's going on with those.
It's fine.
'Cause the rule of cool.
Yeah.
Ugh. Cool way to
No.
break a leg and need to get shot.
Al's favorite rule.
That's
Alright,
my
well,
favorite rule. You can't start the stream or what?
no, I got the stream started. I was
Oh,
gonna
okay.
say I don't have much of a summary, not summary, recap for y'all, because like I can be like, well, this is the last time we saw Rana, then that's what I've got.
She kind of
That
wandered
works.
off.
She did not wander off. She was hanging out with the party when they went to go get Tonist and no, sorry, when Tonist went to go get Stony, and then she went to the inn to try to check in. And you guys saw her, well, not even you guys, not your characters, but we saw her chatting with another elf that was female but had a really long beard. And then they got warped away. So they disappeared. And that
So she
Okay.
got wandered off.
So
She
where was
warped-
she?
She warped off, not wandered.
she got teleported away. Like she gone. That's all I know.
That's all you know.
That's all I know.
Really?
Yeah.
Well. There we go.
I don't know anything about anything.
It's a great start. Should we just recap what happened last session instead? Might give us a little more momentum that way.
I have no knowledge of what happened last session, though I did roll reasonably well for it.
Oh gosh.
What
Man,
is-
I don't know.
This is a
What's-
great name.
That
Who are we?
is a great name. I want to know how you say it.
Ilum?
It is Ilum. Okay.
Very nice.
I
Star
w-
Wars fans will
Anyone know who
appreciate
that guy is?
Which guy?
Who, Ilum?
Oh,
I don't know.
ha. Like Uim? Yeah. Ha. It's great.
Is it?
I don't know. I thought about it as soon as I said that. I was like, is it? Like, it's fine. That's fine.
I did in fact say some words in a manner that may suggest funny, but
Okay.
yeah.
I need to pull up the bells. That's what I need to do.
Excuse me.
Well, Rana has 3 bells, so I gotta make sure that I have the details on the bells that I have.
Yes,
For
the
when?
bells for
Hearing the
Rana.
word belt.
The bells specifically made for Rana.
No,
Rana's
they were
bells.
not made for Rana. Well, it depends on how what you're saying.
That was the Emperor's New Groove.
I
right?
know.
Yeah, but
I know what it was.
Rana? What is happening? Rana finds herself in a forest. Trees close in, tall and imposing. They feel like strangers. She reaches out with her senses, touching individual leaves, birds nesting nearby, critters jostling dead leaves. With the position of the sun, Afanan must be bound from here, so Rana picks her way through dense underbrush in that direction, times needing to stop and cut through brambles. Shouldn't be happening. Rana travels with skill and expertise through woodlands, but she perseveres, pushing onward, taking in the sights and the rays of light which come through the canopy. But it's fractured and breaking off in unusual beams. There's a subtle inconsistency to how shadows stretch out from the trees. It's possibly an illusory forest, which is within Liarn's bailiwick. Rana pushes past a bush and into too bright light. Finds herself in the middle of a crowded street. There's leaves and twigs in her hair, and scraped, sort of poking into her robes. But people reach out and touch her shoulders with a sort of odd reverence. It's one of the streets in Afanan.
Okay.
That's why I had you roll them checks.
Yeah. Does it continue to look like maybe it was? Does it feel like she's actually there? People are reaching out to her with awe, which is sus.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
It's like, I imagine she's seen people do that with her father, but not her. Definitely not the last time she was home.
Yeah, so there's no oddities in the way that either people appear or the way that the light shines down from this, above. It feels all real and as though whatever Liarn did has ended, or maybe Rana's succeeded in her task somehow.
Okay, she looks behind her. Are there trees behind her?
No. The street goes to one of Afanan's entry gates. Rana must have stumbled through the crowd, thinking that it was bushes, and trees, and just only about 30 feet away.
From the gates. The
There's
guards.
There's still a slight ringing echo of a bell at the gate, but
Which bell?
at the gate itself, the gate's bell.
So Doe's.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is weird. Are the paladins with her?
No.
Aw. Okay. What's the last thing she remembers?
He was talking to a bearded elf in an inn,
Really?
and then you were in the forest, and then you did what I just described, and now you're here.
All right. Well, Dad's not here. Home is still broken, last I remember. Yes? Is my house still busted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where does go?
Where does go?
How far away? Yeah, I was like, well, I'm like, who should I check in with? Like, well, I'm the Velkeeper, so
Me. People should
yeah,
be checking in with me.
That's actually a great. That's a great insight
Alright.
into that moment, like, oh shit, I'm the one who's supposed to
I'm
know.
the adult. Like,
Yeah, that's tough.
somebody tell me what to do, and they're like, "You're the bellkeeper. Tell us what to do."
Yeah,
Oh no.
maybe his first manager job.
Oh gosh. Uh, I guess she will like try to greet people politely and not like freak out or yeah anymore. But are there any guards coming towards her or looking at her weird?
No. The guards at the gate are still interacting with people coming in or out. A few have looked over. It seems that this recent disturbance is relatively new, where people are reaching out to you. A hush sort of goes through the crowd, followed by whispers, and you can hear your name spoken a few times through the, through the crowd as it radiates outward, and then they begin to press in a little bit.
Okay. I don't know what to do. She'll hi. I, where is everybody? I don't know, all of a sudden I'm alone. Okay. She'll just try to greet them politely and make her way towards let's go to the Star Market first. That's a good place to try to recenter.
Got it. I don't know why I enjoy smashing two words together into one so much.
I don't know.
Okay, Rana moves through the city streets, greeting people as she goes, making sure that she's paying her proper, being cordial, and as people ask for blessings, providing minor, like small tokens of advice and or like those
Right.
quick like lay on hands sort of may Doe guide you sort of things. Not spending an hour with each person, but giving them a quick little
Yeah.
blessing. The Star Market is as busy as ever. Each individual section dominated by the individual clans, with the exception of the Fiacine, quite sparse in comparison to the normal.
Yeah.
Few, if any, of their clan are here, but the rest are. And judging by the time, or judging by the crowds, it's probably afternoon, and seem to be gathering for another tuning ritual. But
would that be Tea's for afternoon?
Okay. Yeah, so a greater congregation there in Tea's little
Oh no, Mie actually.
star spike. Oh, well then Mie.
Okay. Let's not stay for that, actually. I was just thinking that might be nice. Tune with Mie, but I don't want to start a riot. So I will not.
Why?
Huh?
But why not?
Sounds like a bad idea. So she'll go kind of, I guess, meditate for a little while at her statue, not her statue, but at the statue in the center. And then just to try to calm and recenter, and then figure out like what to do from there.
Okay. Meditating at the statue.
And then I don't know, I guess I'll go to the temple, whatever I don't think we've ever named it, but like whatever building the order is like housed in, the sacred order.
Mm-hmm. The sacred order of hammers and anvils.
Yeah.
I get. Can I get a wisdom check from Oron?
Hmm.
Cool. Okay, so
The least wise wizard.
the least wise. That implies a lesser wise, a wise, and a greater wise, and a greatest
Mm.
wise.
Ah,
Those would, of course, be uncommon, rare, very rare, and legendary.
Yes.
And an artifact, I guess.
excuse me. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, some sort
Bless.
of true wise wizard.
Ah, yeah. So that's the
Ah.
artifact, and the
Yeah.
least wise is the common. So Rana makes her way out of the market and towards one of the temples within the city. She's greeted by acolytes at the front entrance and immediately ushered into the open air forge, which dominates the temple itself. It's not a ritual time, so it's not a lot of people here, but the. Oh gosh. I would just call him a master. I know that we have a name for the priests, and I don't know why I didn't look it up before, but
I might be able to find it real quick. It's not preceptor. It's one below that, I think. So
Preceptor.
the head priest of this particular temple.
Mm.
Okay.
Post scepter.
Yeah, he's better. The post scepter's higher.
Oh yeah.
Oh, just a second.
All right, we'll just move on and get that later if needed.
Oh no,
but-
it is no. Yeah, I think it is preceptor actually. 'Cause principal is the top one. They're the cardinals. Preceptor is similar to bishops and priests.
Okay.
That's what it says.
So
I think
principal
it's-
Aitne greets you, and she's a bit frazzled by the fact that you're there. Where have you? What? You weren't supposed. Well, it's good to see you. What can we do for you here?
I really just need a place to rest and get my bearings. The last thing I remember is that I was with Bellkeeper Liarn, and then I was walking through a forest, and I'm here. So.
Oh, but Bellkeeper Liarn is at the Temple of Ascension.
Really?
Yes. Master Rana, you've been missing for 3 weeks. No one knew where you were. But Liarn assured us that you would be here for the Ascension.
Oh dear.
Tomorrow morning.
Okay. Thank you. I guess she was right. I shall go greet her then. I guess.
Uh-oh.
Wonderful. Thank you. I will be going. I'll be going there. How far away is the Temple of the Ascension?
It's near the Star Market, maybe really only a few blocks away. The setup is the temple is at a large intersection with apartments on one side for guests and people who might attend, as well as the Ascendant, and of course some more commercial related things. But yeah, it's pretty close.
Before she leaves, she'll ask the preceptor if Etna, is that what you said?
Aitne?
Aitne, are the other bellkeepers here?
Oh, I not exact. Surfoon is here, but well, we know he's not the bellkeeper anymore.
Oh, well, yes. Right. But Bellkeeper Lycanbeard,
She shakes her head.
and I don't imagine Bellkeeper Theron is here either. What about Glenvalor?
No,
Okay.
no Fiacine has come for over a month.
Well, yes.
A few still in the city are, well, they just are the ones that haven't left yet.
Isn't the fighting over?
Oh yes, but tension's still rather high.
Yes. Understandable. All right. Well, if there's anything that I can do, let me know. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go to the temple and start preparing there.
Yeah, you don't have anyone with you. Should we? We have a few temple guards here who could assist.
Oh, yes.
Chaperone you.
That's probably smart. I don't know where I had paladins with me. I don't know where they are. I hope Liarn is taking good care of them.
That
So-
statement makes me think of a situation where she's with them and she's just like continually doing stuff like, okay, so tea or coffee? And they go, tea. Wrong, it's coffee. Like just all of just that over and over with different things. I hope they're okay. I hope she isn't being a monster.
Well, didn't just leave them back in the freaking gnome village.
So none of the other bellkeepers are present, besides Liarn and now Rana.
And yeah, a previous
yeah, a former bellkeeper. But yes.
yeah,
Right.
is that as well. And that's partly because the bellkeeper for that clan recently died.
Right.
So in a way, he's kind of like a temporary. What is it like the Hokage in Naruto when the old man
Oh.
takes over again?
Yeah. He's
Interim.
still the third. And then the one after him is the fifth.
Mm. Okay.
A map.
Yay.
Okay. Whoa.
These are two temple guards that came with you from Preceptor Aitne's temple. Off to the left is a small stable. The temple itself sprawls across a considerable portion of the city block. You've been here a few times. It's a pretty simple building. It has a smallish sanctuary that is mainly used just for ascendant rituals, although they do hold other ceremonies here as well. But because it's not a massive like religious gathering location, it doesn't have a lot to it. It has a few side rooms for preparation and a sort of dining hall for feasts and a garden in the back.
Interesting. So the ascension ritual is a little bit more intimate than I think I.
Would have anticipated.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There's a-
Who is this?
There's a sort of what's it called? There's the intimate like what's it called? Like real ritual, and then there's a more elaborate communal one specifically for Doe. And each clan has its own version of that, but they all have the small sort of, hey, this person's ascending. This is what we do. This is one of the
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
temple guards, just in a different costume. No, he's another temple guard.
Okay.
They all wear Doi symbol on the chain around their neck.
Okay. All right. Well, guess as they approach, Rana's pace falters just a little, just the smallest hesitation, but then she walks up to the
Stained glass windows on either side of the double doors that lead into the hallway. Be over here. I am present. No. Step through with you. Small fountains in the entryway. Let's see. He should be here. A priest called Ronan is here.
Okay.
Hey, he said his own name. As soon as you enter,
He says rodent.
he says
His name is
Ronan.
Priest.
Priest Ronan. Mhm. At the sound of the opening doors, he seems to have heard because he's coming around a corner from over here. And when he sees you, his eyes kind of light up. Oh my god. Rana, yes. Come, your father is waiting.
Papa is here?
Oh yes, he came 2 nights ago.
Oh, right. She said I've been missing for 3 weeks. Oh, shit. Hope Dad hasn't been worried. But I guess as soon as he saw Liarn was here, he'd be like, well, hopefully she'll show up sooner or later. Who are these people? Oh,
Just give me 1 sec. Seated at a small round table are Tharon, Serfun, and
oh,
Liarn. Yeah, he looks a lot more, what's it called? He looks younger than you would expect, huh?
yeah.
When you're stealing people's art, it's hard to find stuff that you steal.
Oh, it's so hard to find art for our elves.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Tharon rises. Liarn, with her little pot belly, leaning back in her chair, she doesn't. Just smile.
Yeah, huh?
Serfun rises as well. And Tharon rushes over and wraps Ron up in a hug.
Mm-hmm. Big hug.
Mm-hmm. He swallows. Says, Liarn explained your situation, but
did
I'm
she?
glad that you're here now.
What did she say? Because she didn't tell me a thing.
Only that you were finding your way home.
Oh. Are Myrna and... Oh, I don't remember the other paladin's name. Myrna and...
Yes, your escort have been returned safely.
Okay.
They are... Yes, they are headquartered back with Sonog.
Okay. Well,
Is one of them Lorcan?
Yes.
I thought Lorcan was the one that went with... Lorcan was the one that went with Tharon, but yeah, he was one of them. He was the one that was really, really mad about the revive spell.
I accidentally found Lorcan's token when I was looking for one for me.
Oh, nice.
This guy looks familiar. I can't use him. I hated this guy.
It's funny. Rana will greet Serafun and Liarn with all due deference, and then turn to Tharon and ask him, how did things go with the dwarves?
Better than expected, but there is still a few things to iron out.
Okay.
Oh no, hammer out. That's probably what he would say.
That's great. Okay. I suppose we can discuss those details later. What do we do next?
Well, next, you will be delighted to hear that you need to meditate and pray, and then in the morning you will properly ascend.
Right. Right. Okay. Yes. Delighted. Should I keep these with me? She kind of the other bells.
For now, yes.
Okay. All right. Well,
Ronan says, I will return in the morning.
it's so dark in here. There's no light.
Well, there should be.
Ronan turns the light off.
Oh, it's so bright in here.
All right. So I guess one of these rooms.
Specifically, this one. And Paran guides you over.
Why this one?
It's the most comfortable.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Learn hasn't been in here, has she?
Oh,
Not for many years.
Was that Liarn?
Yes. Why? Would you like some company?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
what's going on there?
I just didn't want her fucking around in the room. Trust Liarn about as far as I can throw her, which is not very far.
He's a bit chubbier than others.
And Rana's not very strong. So she'll give one last hug to her father. And then I suppose step into the room and do the thing.
Okay. He tells Rana, I will of course be either in the next room or out in this waiting area, whichever wherever you find me if you should have need. There's a cot which pulls down from the wall, a Murphy cot, if you will.
And if I won't?
You'll be very tired in the morning.
Still a cot.
It's still okay. Then
Aaron's got some zingers.
so I know that she's supposed to be preparing for the Doazine ascension ritual, but at mid-afternoon at the Miazine tuning time, she'll make sure to tune with Mie's bell at that time, and then that's the only other bell she has. So actually she'll do her best to mark the different tuning times while she's meditating, and tune to each one.
Okay.
Because normally she does them all in the morning. But since she's got the time and the space, and this is what she's doing, she'll do them at the proper times.
Okay.
And then get some sleep.
Meanwhile, Ilum, you've been given quarters with a companion called Miska, waiting basically a time to greet the new ascendant. At mid-afternoon, a quite young-looking red-haired elf, one of the Miazine, knocks on your door. I mean, I guess you don't know what he looks like from the knock, but
It's a very descriptive knock.
presuming you answer.
Yeah.
It is the Miazine called Surfun, once a bell keeper himself. He nods in a polite greeting when you open the door. Ilum, your wait is nearly over. Rana has arrived. We will be ascending in the morning. I hope you your patience continues to hold.
That'll hold long enough. Thank you.
That's not ominous. Is Ilum walking around like undisguised? Never mind. It's fine.
Oh? Atharon pokes his head in. I'm sorry, did you say something?
No. Rana is doing her thing. This is me, the player, being like, the fuck? Is there a Forsaken just walking around like a Fanon? And nobody's flipping their shit? But no, it's fine.
Okay. Oran in the... Is it Oran?
Orin, yeah.
Oran?
Yeah.
Okay. Orin, are you
Orin.
outdoor? No, okay, I can't make that work. Orin is in the Lycine sector of the Star Market. And been here for a couple weeks. But at near nightfall, you receive a message that the Doisine Ascendant has indeed arrived, and that the ritual will commence right at dawn in the morning.
Oh,
Your what is it? Your presence is expected / requested.
oh, good news. Finally get on with it.
Yes, and then we can leave this terrible town. And
He couldn't.
oh gosh.
I don't think he probably wouldn't have said this, but since he tunes at dusk, does he dislike that it's at dawn?
I mean, probably. Gotta get up early.
They couldn't have picked a better time. And it's Lycine?
Lyazine, yeah.
Lycine.
What does Valerian do on his like normal evening, like tasks or hobbies or
Ask her like
just in
yes,
general?
does he knit or something? Is that-
Yeah, kinda. Like, does he knit? Does he whittle? Does he read books? Is he in whichever town he's in, their town square, just like juggling? Does he go around tying people's shoelaces with mage hand? Together, that is, and then together.
Some version of that, probably more people's shoes with some version of that, but maybe slightly less noticeable. Like
Right,
some small trick like that, but maybe like in a bar trying to get information, like listening for information as well.
Okay.
Like in looking for leads on whatever he's looking for. Well, like playing small tricks like that.
So while you are, you're at a bar, sort of trying to ply another elf with drinks, while simultaneously pretending to drink yourself, but staying, clear of thought and focused, and not getting sloshed. You can get I guess it would be persuasion check. Yeah, that one makes sense.
You want me to make a persuasion check?
Please. And regarding the rumors I sent, the possible rumors, you could just tell me a number if you have one that you'd like more information about.
Let me look at them real quick. Know their numbers.
Yeah. I imagine you didn't memorize the list in numbered form.
No, I did not. It would be pretty good if I had, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would be impressed. You know, I mean, if you had immediately been like number 4, I'm like, I don't even know what that one is. I gotta pull this list up.
5.
Okay. So you're
great, but
yeah. So you've worked your way towards the Lycine capital, or in one of their taverns, talking to a Lycine, just discussing um, religious matters, and in particular, and trying to get to the heart of the matter, see if there's any validity of what you've been hearing. And as you go to take a surreptitious non-drink, you find instead of being in the bar, you are now standing in the middle of a small, like, inn room, still in the seated posture. So you begin to, fall over. Can I get a dexterity check?
Uh-oh.
sure it can't be a save.
Yeah, dexterity saving throws is fine.
Add 6 to that then.
Quickly throw pull a foot or a leg to underneath you so you can support your weight better, and stand and find with you in the room is Liarn, who's just grinning ear to ear. You don't spill any of your drink, surprisingly, to just regain your balance and quickly stand up properly. I hope you weren't busy.
You can't send like a sending first? Is that difficult?
For some, it is.
For you, it is?
No. Valerian, I need your assistance tonight. Well, through the next few days.
Doing?
Ooh, there's a ascendancy ritual in the morn, and I expect there to be more excitement than anticipated.
Who's ascending?
Just a doe scene.
Need the help. Where do you need me?
I need you to find your way into the temple tonight and just make sure there aren't any uninvited guests. There should be the temple guards, of course. The Miacine former bellkeeper, Serafun. The Doacine former bellkeeper, Tharon. The Teacine bellkeeper, Lycanbeard, and possibly a bear.
And uninvited guests, how do you want them handled?
I leave that to your considerable discretion.
Okay then.
Oh,
I
before
assume
I
I know
forget.
where this place is and stuff.
Yes, yeah, you are familiar, and she can provide additional information on how to get there.
Before you forget.
If you find any non-elves, just ignore them.
That's interesting. That's an interesting way to say that. Like the bear, just ignore that bear.
Of course. The bear is an honored guest.
Okay then.
Night falls. Rana busy with her meditations. Ilum with Miska. And Orin still at his lodgings and near the Star Market. Is there anything any of you want to do this night? Aside from things already mentioned.
Does Orin and Rana know each other from like previously? Probably just know of each other, right?
Definitely know of each other. Well,
Okay.
Orin knows of Rana. Rana probably doesn't know of
Okay.
Orin at all.
Fair. And Orin will probably do his
Hero of Northgate.
Mhm.
Bringer of Blight.
the Bringer of Blight.
Yeah. Sorry, what was Orin doing?
What?
The dusk ritual.
I'll do the dusk ritual and probably just I'm traveling with Elwyn.
What?
Am I traveling with Elwyn, the professor?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Then I'll probably just keep to myself.
Yeah, the
Okay.
person that gave you the message is another arcane student called Valion. You're traveling with him. And
Okay.
we'll presumably go to the ritual together in the morning.
Okay, perfect.
And because you aren't supposed to be in the temple, I'm gonna move you out of there real quick so that you don't get murdered by this other
Whatever
guy.
happens.
Yeah, by whatever happens. Okay. Valerian, how do you want to approach this?
Okay, I guess I'll
Just doors.
Just,
bunch
yeah,
of doors just going nuts.
doors closing and people rattling small doors or locked doors.
Rana can hear all that happening.
I can't as a
She has
player.
very good hearing.
I don't. She does have very good passive perception, but
Let's see. I guess I'll do like a perimeter walk real quick. Is it giant? It looks like it's kind of a small place from here.
I mean, it's 150-ish.
Yeah, I'll do like a perimeter walk.
Yeah.
Going this.
Okay.
It's slower than that. Like if you wanted me to do a turn by turn, I'm
No,
not
no,
that
no.
fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want me to walk the whole way, or
Yeah, the back portion of the building is surrounded by a fence. Despite the, being night, there's some lights in there. You can see the trees which rise over the fence line.
not darker.
Give me a perception check. Oh, my number lock is off. That's why it wasn't working earlier. What a silly thing. As you pass by the fence in the back, you can hear some these little rumbly growls. Definitely some sort of animal in there. There are a lot of stained glass windows at the front of the building. The side windows, the windows on the side walls are shuttered and all closed. Aside from the lights in the back garden, there's a few smaller lights which shine out through the shutters.
so essentially the only doors that I'm knowing of is this front door or entrances.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Legitimate
front door?
entrances. Yeah. And there's a guard posted at the front.
I guess I'll walk up and see.
Yes. Can I help you? You are rather armed tonight.
Every night. Just doing a security check for for tomorrow's event.
We're secure, I assure you.
So
Thank you for your concern.
you don't mind me checking then?
What are you, a cop? No. The grounds are secure.
Well, I'm just gonna go check that.
Do you have business in the temple aside from this strange decision to check our security?
How? No, but is that not a good enough business? There's a sensitive or high profile VIP client's gonna be here tomorrow, and you don't want the security checked.
Give me a persuasion check. What's your name?
Valerian?
Valerian, I'm sure that Liarn will be just as safe here as our own ascendant. There's no need for further review or inspection.
Well, see, I'm gonna go check whether you really like it or not. So
Places a hand on the hilt of his sword.
I guess I'll put a hand on my sword too then.
Oh no.
You're just threatening me now?
No, I'm ensuring the safety of the occupants inside.
E2. Oh, we're aligned there.
I assure you we are not. Please, remove yourself from the grounds.
No, like I said, I'm checking it one way or another.
He draws his sword.
Oh my god.
You really want to do this, buddy?
No, I don't. I wish you would depart.
How well do I know Liarn? I'm guessing she doesn't want me to just murder this guy, right?
She is the bell keeper for the Racine. How well you know her is up for debate. A lot of Racine culture is the idea of not telling people stuff, and if you do tell them stuff, getting something in return. But she's like the religious leader, so if she gives a command, I mean, not obeying that is kind of like almost like blasphemy. The idea of just ignoring such a order. But he's definitely supposed to be here. He's a temple guard.
Kill this guy, but he's really asking for it now. I guess I'll draw my sword.
Oh my gosh.
It's your last chance, buddy. It's your last chance, buddy.
Roll an intimidation check.
It's 13.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so bright for you. Like it's a cool summer day out here.
Yeah.
He doesn't lower his sword, but he does pause and say, I will consult with principal here, and we will determine if you're allowed inside tonight. Wait here. without taking your eyes off you, his eyes off of you, he takes the key and unlocks the front doors and steps backwards into it, and then closes the door again. And hear it click locked once he's got it closed and is inside. A few minutes pass before he returns. He says, "So be it. I will accompany you during your inspection."
Okay then. Was it that hard? To go drawing swords and stuff.
Once inside, he lights a torch and holds it aloft. This is our foyer. Where would you like to go next? A red-haired Miacine is there, kneeling next to a couple of lit candles. Seems to be deep in meditation.
Was that person to be expected? She gave me a list of people to not be.
Yeah, that's Serpun.
Door over here.
These are our guest quarters.
Doors.
The principal, Ronan, lives on site most of the time. This is his bedroom here. And
Do
then,
you have
of
any
course, we have,
non-occupied rooms?
yes, several.
Take a look in those then. I don't want to bug anyone's sleep, but non-occupied.
This is the door to the head priest. So. This is the privy. I imagine the stench is quite bad. There's an unoccupied guest room. You should.
Over here.
These would be the servants' quarters, but there are none on site tonight.
Right, there is none on site tonight. This one unoccupied. Looks occupied.
He turns from about halfway down the hall and says, "No, there's no one else in the guest quarters. What are you talking
Not that guy.
about?" Can I get a description for Ilum?
Oh dear.
Sure. Let's see. Yeah, he'd probably be in his armor still.
This partition should be closed, actually. Why can't I close
I can't
this
close it.
partition? There we go. I guess
Yeah,
this.
I guess he would be
Light
sitting
jump
at the
roll.
table, but still visible. Yeah, he's heavily armored. You can't really tell his height because he's sitting at the table. Pale, sickly, sort of gray skin, white hair. His eyes are like an opaque black. Sitting at the table, there's a sword just sort of leaning against the wall next to him.
And
Armor is
get a
like a
dis-
dull gray color, kind of matte.
And let's do a description for Valerian.
Appears as a surprisingly tall humanoid, head to toe in obsidian black full plate, with a horned helm, obscuring all but his eyes. His back a massive greatsword, etched with runes and wreathed in an eldritch. Around his neck, a series of crushed and tarnished holy symbols.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, why won't you let me go into this holy place right now?
emanating from him an aura of almost palpable hate. So that guy, he's not
Excellent.
in there. Guy in armor.
Sorry, what was that last bit?
The guy in armor, he's not in here.
Which guy in armor? What do you mean?
Would you come over in this room? This guy, that guy right there.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah, he said there's no guy in
Oh,
here.
okay,
He
you're
said
saying
six
it to him. Yeah. So the description of Ilum is pretty. What is it called? Like, it's definitely a Forsaken.
That wasn't on the list of things, the list of cleared attendees.
Correct.
So is this secure?
Is there a problem?
Well, are you supposed to? Are you supposed to be here? I don't think you're
Yeah,
supposed to be.
I've been here for a while. Surfoon came and checked on me earlier.
That doesn't sound right. You're here for the ascension ceremony.
That's what I'm here for. You know how much we love our bell holders.
Oh my gosh, that was so ominous.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he actually
That's
loves
such
his
a
bell holders.
loaded statement. That's
I
amazing.
thought Valerian was full of unpalpable hate.
Right.
Valerian, to be clear, they are not here. Do you understand?
I don't. What's going on?
Wink, wink.
Hey, they're not here,
Ye-
I guess.
Closes the door. Continues on. Another guest room, unoccupied, and our meeting hall. That goes out to the garden. It is locked at night.
Right? It is locked
Yeah.
at night.
Unlocks it and opens it for you. If you wish to walk the gardens.
Yep. Just making sure it was locked.
Oh dear, yes. A door to our inner sanctuary. The side doors are locked at night, but you can gain access through the double doors.
Well, it's still listed as J. That's funny.
Yeah.
Gotta
Inside are
First
temple
appearance
guards
spot.
flanking the door, as well as many pews, chandeliers to give off a steady glow. And then, right now at night, the raised platform at the end is shrouded in darkness, but I think you probably have a decent view of it, anyways. Yeah.
I do. Although it seems like everything is lit.
Yeah.
Weird.
The Ascendant is beyond this door. You are not to disturb her.
That makes sense.
What time is it?
It's like 10 p.m.
So she's probably asleep. If she has to be
Probably.
at Baton. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, trancing. Oh, wait, do half elves trance?
No.
No, it's rough.
No, they have to sleep.
Gotta get that full 8 hours.
Yep.
This leads to the celebration hall and another entrance to the Ascendant's meditation rooms.
So nobody's here that shouldn't be here, except for the guys that aren't here. Is that what I'm recalling now?
It seems that way.
Talk to the guys that aren't here some more.
I don't believe you have any business with them, Valerian.
They're not even here, so what are you talking about?
Exactly.
What is this conversation?
I don't know. What exactly did she say to do? She wanted me to murder this guy? Or she wanted me to murder, Alum?
She wanted you to use extreme discretion in your application of whatever you do to people that aren't supposed to be here.
Oh, okay then.
Ignoring non-elves, of course.
Is, you count as a non-elf?
The Forsaken?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
That's
not
a
real-
loaded
They're not
question.
real elves.
Oh, so I get to ignore him, so we're good.
Dogmatically, they're not real elves.
And, guy, you have no idea, I was like this close. Murdering that Forsaken in there.
I'm grateful that you did not deign
I
to
realize-
spill blood on this in this holy place.
And then I realized he was not a real elf. Well, looks clear then. It looks clear. Okay.
Oh my
Anywhere that-
gosh.
Look,
What'd you say?
in character, if have I missed anything that I would like? I didn't walk by a guy that I should have been like. Right?
No, I don't. Everyone that you saw was supposed to be there.
Okay. I guess I'll. Did she stay in a place? Did she VoIP me over here? Click my heels 3 times.
You walked from the inn.
I guess I'll walk back over there.
I hope I never see you again, Valerian, but I expect you'll be here in the morning.
Seems about right.
Sort of as you walk away, shivers as the aura, falls, away from him at radius. When you're far enough away, I mean.
Just sent me on a wild goose chase for no reason. Seems about
Welcome.
right.
Welcome to Rayacine!
Yep.
Morning comes, and day of the ascension is upon us. Turn all these lights back on. Click, 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 click.
To Rana's knowledge, does the ascension ritual happen during the tuning ritual time or after? Oh, if it's at dawn, then it would be during.
Right.
So presumably there will be a tuning during the ascension.
Mhm.
Okay.
It sort of ends, the ascension ritual sort of ends with the tuning ritual.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Orin and Valion make their way to the Ascension Temple.
Oh, my door's locked. Oh no, I'm just not in.
Does Orin have any reason to suspect malicious activity at this ritual? Okay, great. It really is nice waking up this early. Feels air's so fresh.
Okay,
Mhm.
that means that Rana will probably not be in her Fiacine armor. She'll just hopefully she has a new clean set of clothes or whatever the ritual robe is. And she probably won't be wearing any of her armor, not her breastplate or the Fiacine stuff, and she'll leave all of her bow and her quiver and stuff. Everything is going to be in here.
Tharon presents Rana with a gift of robes not dissimilar to his when he would go to the tuning ritual, sized for her and the female version.
Aw. Okay. I'll go change into those.
And then Ronan will guide you to the altar when the time is right. I'll be in the sanctuary. And he
Oh,
departs.
are Mama and Rajan going to be here?
If I had tokens for them. And
Oh.
he leaves out another one. No, they are. They're there. I just don't.
What about Grandpa?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Imagine he's getting the stink eye too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, so Rana will go change and then leave all of her things and effects. Are there any pockets that she can put the other two bells in?
Yeah.
Okay, she will keep the bells on her. But not out. I imagine that the Doacine bell is on display.
That's good. Smart.
Yeah.
Good strategy.
Then the other two will be in pockets. Okay. I don't know what my AC is going to be without my armor.
Presumably lower.
Yeah. She still has the barkskin light, barkskin something from the Dolstone.
I still still have weird barky skin.
No, it doesn't. It's not. No, she does not look like she has barkskin.
Okay. I thought I remembered that being something that it did.
It
At one
is.
point.
It is.
Okay.
Somebody did her a favor.
Okay.
I'll check it out. Oh well.
Yeah, no, not like that.
The time approaches, but before it's quite there's a knock on the door to the meditation chamber. Ronan answers it, and standing behind the door is Lycanbeard
Oh,
and a bear.
I knew.
Yeah.
The bear.
He enters, looking around, and a bit of like it's like a surprise, sort of a subdued surprise, like, oh, this is how people live.
Oh, does
of
that mean the
expression.
bells went off?
Surprisingly, no.
Really? The bells didn't go off?
Correct.
Interesting. Is the bell visible on his person?
Yes, it's actually in a tangle within his lichen beard. You can see loops of like leather thongs going back behind his neck. So at some point he wore it normal, and the lichen just sort of grew to encapsulate the whole thing.
Okay. Weird. Why didn't the bells go off?
Are you asking that out loud?
Nope.
He greets Rana with a bear hug.
Oh, I guess that's funny. I was gonna say she's gonna bow, but I imagine he like catches her mid bow and just Barrels into the
Yeah.
hug.
Yeah. I'll lift
Does
from-
the bear also participate?
It does
Ah.
not. No. It sniffs at things and pushes a chair over. The principal is looking very uncomfortable with the presence of the bear, but he doesn't say anything. The bear just continues to move around, pushes one of the doors open, and sniffs inside.
Bellkeeper, it's good to see you again.
Bellkeeper. Makes me think of Robot Chicken and the
Stormtrooper?
Emperor.
Yeah.
Stormtrooper. It is quite pleasing to see your growth, Rana. I arrived last night. I presumed you were asleep and didn't wish to disturb you.
Probably a good idea. It's been a long journey. I was trying to figure out what stretch of time to pick. It's like, no, just life.
Oh. Does Rana have the Fiacine bell?
Yes.
I forget. Okay.
Yes, she does. I guess technically she hasn't been able to do the like ritual to
Yeah.
activate it for the day. I imagine
I
she'll
was-
do that after the ascension ritual.
I was surprised to learn that no Fiacine were here.
As was I. I was hoping that Glenviller would be in attendance.
Yes, my expectation was that she was here in this meditation room.
Well,
Is
she just kind of shrugs.
It's good.
I suppose we should catch up after. I will leave you to your
Probably.
preparations.
Thank you.
Come, Sharpclaw.
Sharpclaw, huh? 2 words.
Well, if you know anything about them, they, you know, Sharpclaw, he's lichen beard, you know, there's Sweetwater.
Shining light.
Mm-hmm. For those that are, oh, none of you have made it to the sanctuary. Okay.
Oh, well, I would have walked in. Yes. I did want to leave my companion behind, but
You
I
don't
can't
wanna sign the
really
guest
control
book?
him.
Mm,
Is there a guest book?
It was a joke.
there's not.
Oh well.
I don't know if there's a guest book.
You just magically check in.
Mhm. Is Valyrian out there? Yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah. Am I actually here now?
Yeah, you are.
Is my companion around? Do I have my a companion?
You might if you go to the sanctuary.
How's it going?
It's a different guard in the morning.
Okay.
He,
I
he
don't,
looks he looks pretty similar, but different
I
guard.
don't stop then. Doesn't stop me.
He doesn't.
Oh, Rana will ask the ask Ronan. I don't know if he'll know, but the bells, they typically greet each other. Why didn't they go off?
The temple guards told me that the bells went off in the middle of the night.
Oh. Okay.
They rang true,
Okay.
save for Reyes, of course. No one ever knows when that one will ring.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Must have been asleep.
I believe it is time.
Okay.
Do-do-do. We're doing the thing.
Do, 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 do. How long has Rana been waiting for this ceremony?
Well, that depends on what you mean by waiting. It is
Well-
about 5 years overdue.
Okay, that's helpful.
How long has Hawkeye been waiting for this ceremony?
Oh, goodness.
And what are some of the reasons why it has taken 5 years for this ceremony to happen?
Probably the largest
Highlights.
one is, or I believe everybody knows this, the Glohakyan. It's pretty common knowledge that Rana ran away
Hmm.
and disappeared until about, what is it, 3 months ago?
She has a habit of just disappearing without a trace, and no one knows where she went. It happened pretty recently too.
Yeah. So like 3 or 4 months ago, however long it was, when that first campaign started, she had been just gone, missing, with the Doisin Bell.
Okay.
Cool.
Makes them really happy when she does it. That's not true.
Yeah. It's not. Okay. So, as dawn approaches, the priest begins a series of invocations, sort of blessings.
Does the priest
having-
acknowledge the bear in the second row, just sitting in the pews?
in a manner of speaking,
Okay, good. I just want to make sure.
he eyes the bear, and there's a distinct sensation that the bear's only in the second row because Lycanbeard has just enough respect not to have him in the front row with the other bellkeepers.
Okay. Is this Lycanbeard?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Lycanbeard has a large. I mean, elves don't grow beards, but somehow he has one composed of lichen. People in other clans claim that he sometimes sleeps for months at a time, so much so that moss grows on him, hence the beard. There are scars covering his body. Some of them look pretty wide. The second name that he has is Bear Wrestler, and that seems fitting. Some of the scars look like they could have come from a bear. Liarn, the bellkeeper for the Rayacine, is pretty average in terms of her characteristics as a Rayacine. She's got sort of probably indigo skin and black hair. I know the token doesn't have black hair, but again, hard to really get good ones. We have weird elves. She has a bit of a pudgy belly. It's kind of surprising. Most elves, aside from the Rayacine, are kind of that lithe, sort of wiry types. If you're looking at body shape, she has a sort of a skittle body shape, so kind of wider hips than about the same width as her shoulders. Serpun has a goldenrod hue to his skin as the other Miacine in the row behind him, and red hair, golden eyes. He's holds himself upright and reserved. There's a lot of respect from the people that he's with. The Miacine look up to him. And Tharon is wearing a vest with frog closures that go from sort of the neckline to one hip. The remainder of the people in this room include pretty sure that it's Rana's family in the back. One of them looks like he's got some Forsaken blood in him. There's her adoptive uncle, who's a dark-skinned man from Edgebound, and her mother, Alcara, and a little boy on her lap. You've got the paladins, who are edging away from another Forsaken who has entered the room. Paladins are, I mean, as a character you know them, or I mean, as a player you know what they are and what they do. Protect the bell keeper when it's required. Sometimes that's not something they can actually do because the bellkeeper becomes much more powerful than them. And the Rayasine, one of them is the one that Griffin described, so it's hard to tell if he's Rayasine or not. But definitely the maybe Persian indigo skinned one next to him, and male and sort of a widow's peak hairline. He sits kind of the same aloof, sort of laid back that Liarn has. And then your companion, Evalion, has that alabaster lilac hue, another mage from the academy. And then why don't you describe Orin?
Oh, sure. Orin Elwindir is a medium-height elf with alabaster skin, slight tinge of purple to the color. If you zoom in on the token, you might see that. He has silvery blonde hair, wearing a green-colored cloak, but it has an ornate white embroidered design that almost looks as though it's glowing. Cradled in his left arm, he has a leather-bound book, worn from use, singed at the edges from what you would suspect might be various magical experiments or accidents. And in his right hand, he has a quarterstaff. The wood is shaped at the top around an orb of glass that crackles with what looks like a storm of thunder and lightning. He has silvery gray eyes that somehow look both intensely focused and kind and inviting. As you approach him, and if you're near him, you might notice he has a bit of a twitch to him.
Huh.
That manifests in different ways.
All that electricity. No.
Maybe.
Okay.
And I don't
So-
see Ilum in here, but I thought he was.
Philip?
Oh, there he is in the back. Okay.
Can Rana when Rana comes out, actually I imagine she's not looking too much at the crowd, but does she have time to survey the crowd, or is she facing this way? Like,
She'll come up to that location and kneel facing this part of the structure houses a large bell, and it can
Okay.
be seen through glass.
so she's definitely facing the bell.
Yes,
Okay, great.
but she has a quick glance over who's in attendance.
But just by a quick glance, do these guys look like sentinels?
One of them does.
Okay.
I think you might be able to figure out which one.
Yeah.
And the man looks fucking creepy as shit. But
Yeah, I noticed that token.
as long as you don't look at his eyes too closely, he's fine.
Okay.
The
Mhm.
bear growls. So, kneeling in front of in the direction of the bell, the priest anoints Rana with holy oil. Drawing, it seems like it's probably the general shape of Doe's symbol onto basically her face.
Mhm.
It says, O benevolent Doe, grant unto this vessel your holiest purpose, that she may guide in wisdom. May thine forge grow bright with her continued improvement, as you shape your metal, shape her metal as well. And it continues, Leslie, extolling virtues of unity, bringing purpose and spirit into one, making the community have the same aim in the direction of their progress, beseeching the great Grandmaster to grant you unwavering skill of a master craftsperson, which then may be disseminated to the populace at large, that the community be prosperous under your leadership, and that he's invoking the divine presence to transform not just the Ascendant, but Doisine in general, with to emerge by your grandeur guilt with those same blessings you gave to the first. And ends by inviting Tharon to present the bell. But
Oops.
let's take a quick break.
Okay. I need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right.
Be right back.
Weird. I wonder where it did. Oh well.
Oh no, who's that?
Oh, but I was muted, so I'm here.
Who's... Somebody new is here.
Miska?
This.
Mickey Mouse. He's been there.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh. No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she was.
She
Yeah,
has
rolls his
not
eyes.
been there. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna check the replay.
Mm. I mean, she's been there a while. I think I know how to fix.
Okay.
Oh, are we all back? Griffin?
Yep.
Cool. Chaos?
He might be going
If
to the
you're-
bathroom.
Yeah. If you're speaking, I can't hear you. Raipai, you're muted, but that doesn't mean you're not here. But the fact that you haven't unmuted to say that you're here, that tells me that you're not here.
Right.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, come back.
Chaos, have you returned? Dang. All right then. So. Mhm.
I don't know
Yeah.
if this was just an oversight because there's a lot going on, but if Tharon, I don't know if like Rana was expected to give him the bell, since like ostensibly he's supposed to be offering it to her this
Mm.
for during this, so she would have at least offered it to him before he went to the sanctuary.
Ah, yes. No, it's fine. Tharon rises and approaches and gets to Rana. That's sort of a little bit of anxiety of, oh, I have the bell. How is this going to work? Oh, you can't see through the windows at all. I should change that proximity measure. Interesting.
That is accurate.
Oh well. He offers a bell that looks remarkably similar to Doe's bell, but that's clearly not the real one, since the real one's around your neck, displayed prominently.
I'm back.
Oh,
Cool.
Tharon is presenting the bell.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you started.
Oh, it was just a small like thing. Hawk was just clarifying if she was supposed to have given him the bell or not.
And the Bell stunt double showed up.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Goodness.
Rana, you're supposed to take this.
Oh yes, she takes it. I'm not sure what she's supposed to do with it, but she
Not getting
takes
mixed
it.
up.
There's no
Yeah.
rehearsal for these ceremonies.
No, they had very limited time.
You're supposed to show up 3 weeks ago or something, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Ronan,
I showed up precisely when Liarn meant me to show up. That's all I can say.
Leah is never late, nor is she.
Yes.
You showed up precisely when Learn intended you to.
Yes.
Yeah. Ronan turns to the assembly and says, "To our honored guests, we ask if any know of any indiscretions which might prohibit Rana Onenoldo from ascension."
Oh dear.
The bell keepers shake their heads slowly, just giving that quick what is it, negation, and Ronan nods and turns back to Tharon. Tharon says, "I give you these words, given to me and given my forebears. Take the mantle of leadership with quiet fortitude, as it is a privilege weighed down with solemn responsibility. In the forge of leadership, wisdom is the anvil upon which decisions are tempered, and great counsel are the tools to form our works." He presses your hands around the replica bell, and then puts his forehead to yours. And that's when these doors that should be closed bang open. And swirling in the midst of the foyer is an angry cloud.
Oh dear.
I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like it has a swirling vortex of lightning and wind, and it looks like an angry cloud.
I wonder who sent that.
The world may never know.
The angry sky.
Who's missing from this congregation? Gotta find
Quick.
the right.
Put it in a
Deep.
bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, coming right up.
Who do I not have? Got Ilum. I've got no. Valerian's not there. So, y'all know the drill. Roll initiative.
None of my initiative comes from my equipment, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
By the way, Alison, I seem to be able to control other characters, including Ilum.
Yeah, I see. I
What's-
seem to have access to Grim
that's so weird.
and
yeah.
some to
Wonder what that
Orin.
makes.
I'm just gonna have to. I'll deal with
like
that
it.
later.
I could
Yeah,
definitely have rolled access to rolled Grim's initiative, but Orin, I can tab to his character, but I don't know if I have control over it. Let's see if I can move it. No, I cannot.
Oh, it looks. It says Grim in the initiative tracker too.
That's interesting. 'Cause it says my name with the initiative thing.
That's because your token didn't have your name on it. Your token says Grim.
It shouldn't. Oh yeah, there it is.
But it does, like that's why my chat earlier when
Chaos.
it said my character, yeah, it said Chaos because my character token still said Chaos.
I thought it was just
the-
the concept of chaos was doing it.
Hmm.
The
Kind of.
storm elemental swirls into the room and kicking up bits of debris, small scraps of paper and pebbles and things that sort of left over that weren't quite cleaned up, or that it pulled in with it as it moved. And when it gets in, it points out and a crack of lightning sounds at the stage. And I need a dexterity saving throw from Rana.
Oh, something really weird happened to my screen.
Yeah, mine is
Hit F11
doing
twice.
the thing again.
Or just once.
Dex,
F11 will maximize it.
a
So
dex save.
I just started playing with
That's
in
not
full
great.
screen.
okay. So the lightning bolt strikes right in the middle of you three, and you take 41 points of lightning damage.
Ow.
That's a great start to the day.
Wow.
Is it? Which brings us to Valerian.
I guess I'll stand up and draw my sword.
Is this Theron objecting?
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. Rana gets inspiration.
Yay! I already had it.
Yay.
Aww. Okay.
Aw.
Well, that's fine.
Oh yeah, new character.
I guess I could. Can I
Inside.
retroactively use it on that save?
Nope.
Does
Dang.
standing from a pew cost as much movement as standing from the ground?
No. you weren't prone on the pew, were you?
Maybe. Either way, and I'll
Prone
cast.
on the
I might have
pew.
been.
The damage doesn't do anything right now. Just rolled it. I wonder why I didn't just put the name there. Oh, it is there. Okay.
Self. Okay.
Nice.
You present a eyeball surrounded by a gem. That's cool. Gross.
Oh,
Anything else?
Rana's gonna.
I move,
love
draw
you.
my sword, and then Covered in shadows.
Something's happening.
Lights begin to spark around the room. It's little, they give up little radiances coruscating with different colors.
Like dancing lights?
No. It's more similar to a, what's the word? Like a will-o-the-wisp light.
Okay. Oh, they disappeared. What? I saw the tokens for a little bit.
No, you didn't.
What?
Let's trickle of light.
What is happening?
Alright, Ilum will draw his sword and step on up to this lightning elemental and give a swing, see what happens. Well, that's not a
Will
great
miss.
start.
Whoa.
Oh.
Let's try that again.
So fast.
That's
Wow.
better. That's
Okay.
Was it the
that's
same
much better.
sound for a crit fail as a crit succeed?
No.
No,
It shouldn't be.
it was not.
Okay.
The first one was an ugly sound.
Alright.
The second
Oh.
one was very nice and pleasant.
I see. Okay. Yeah, so
Alright,
crits.
Yeah,
I missed
yeah, might as
3.5
well.
when elementals couldn't be crit.
I don't.
Like nothing could be critted.
No, that's true.
Like, are you a human?
Might as
No,
well.
not critted.
Well, then you probably
throw
have a
this smite.
Heavy fortification.
heavy fortification. You're smiting this thing?
Yeah, why not? Let's
Mm.
go first level. They didn't include crit. Just rolled. Oh, there it is. Sweet.
Okay, and the weapon damage.
Did it not?
Okay, you stab it, and lightning crackles breaking apart. Bits of the cloud stuff sort of melt away into a sort of mist before that burns up as well. Anything else?
There we go. And then as a bonus action, we'll go one more swing.
Nice. Gotta love the stabby. That will hit.
You know what? I don't know why it's adding the +2 and a D8 radiant twice. Shouldn't be.
Well, shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, that's weird. It's only on there once.
Weird. Okay.
Oh, it might be adding it automatically from Divine Smite because of the
Yeah,
class.
it might
I'll
be.
just get rid of that. Okay,
I'll
there we go.
remove the extra
We'll see.
6, I guess.
From itself, yeah.
All right. Next is Orin.
All right.
Meanwhile, initiative count 15. The temple priests begin to take action as well, rushing forward, stabbing at the thing with their pikes.
What do I see from the general population that's sitting in these pews?
People are jumping to action. The bellkeepers up front are probably the most capable in the room, but everyone else is equally armed except for this boy, who's like a 4-year-old. And
Yeah.
they, this whole group is in the process of extricating the boy. So they look like they're moving in this direction.
Okay. All right. Orin is going to And this is a lot of pressure when you first play a wizard and you gotta cast your first spell. Really feeling it, guys.
First.
Not Orin's first, but the players first.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Wall of Force.
Mm-hmm. You were Jaxar.
I was Jaxar, I know, but now I'm. This is my character.
This is me.
That's
Yeah.
different. It's different.
Yeah. Bet you miss Ropey.
I think Ropey was pretty cool. I want to. How do I rotate it? Do you know?
With the mouse wheel.
Oh, very nice.
Is it? I feel it's clunky and slow.
Yeah, I think it works. All right. What we want to do is create a wall protecting vulnerable people.
Okay.
And well, I guess I want to make sure I can still keep my eyes on the situation. So I'm gonna do this.
Okay. So I guess you're here now. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that works still.
Yep. And as a bonus action, I took the telekinetic feat, so I should be able to telekinetically shove the creature back through the doors, 5 feet at least, just to throw them off. There's a roll for it, I think, but it's this.
Oh, saving throw.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's a strength save, yeah.
Um,
How does one make this full screen?
F11.
That doesn't seem to work on Hawk's laptop.
And I'll update this
it's-
description, but the ability modifier was either my dex or my intelligence. My dex is 3.
I would choose intelligence. You should probably have a higher intelligence than your dex. Yeah.
Intelligence is 5, yeah.
Yeah, we're good. Cool.
All right.
Where is that? Telekinetic shove. Okay.
I put it in as a feature so I can,
Yeah.
so I
No,
can
that's
use
good.
it occasionally.
Yeah.
And that should end my turn.
Oh.
Um,
Through a wall right there.
who's this person?
That is another Forsaken. She must have arrived after you'd sat down because you didn't see her on entrance.
Am I suspicious of her?
Roll an insight check.
Okay.
I mean, she's grabbing a weapon. and she is a
facing the
Forsaken.
elemental.
No, she's facing this wall.
Gosh.
I mean, she's not an elemental, so that probably helps. Do you want to move?
I might, but we can continue, and I'll update you in 1 second.
Okay. Rana?
Is there a knife nearby?
No.
I don't think.
Looking out over the scene, wind is beginning to swirl in a circle in this space, getting quicker and thicker every passing moment.
I didn't get to do the Fie. This would be the perfect time to use the empowered mage armor from Fie's Bell, but I didn't get to. I didn't get to unlock it this morning. I will ring. I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good. And choose elementals. Oh, it just says... Actually, it's just all of them, apparently.
Yeah.
Not that, they're just going to be casting spells, but... something.
Oh,
and then...
I can't move on because it's not my turn. Just move me to this square.
And then I will...
I think that's 30. There you go.
I'm going to ring Doe's bell for the first attunement, just to get the Ring of the Forge, and then I'm going to try to do the harmonic augmentation. Oh, that was close. Okay, so she's got the fire sheath around her. And then I think that's my go. I'm not going to move. I guess maybe I'll step forward a little bit, but for the most part, she's not going to move very far.
Fortunately, there's holy water up there, so you're easily able to grab that and use it for your spell.
Yes, exactly.
And there's chanting out in the foyer.
Does it seem to center on any particular pitch?
Roll a perception check. Yes. I think you know the one.
Okay, cool.
Lie.
Yeah, there's
But slightly off.
right.
And
well then so
a-
she'll say that out loud then as she hears that. She's like, there's casters. Lie seeing casters in the lobby.
a creature formed of lightning appears out there. On initiative count 10, Rana's family push in this general direction. They protecting Rajan. Alkara runs out with him as Chiron and Hiroshi sort of run interference with the wall of force there. It's not that big a deal, but they're still doing it. The Bellkeepers move, and Lycanbeard commands Sharpclaw to play the piano. And lumbers over.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Oh, it's just a terrible, terrible effort. He's basically just hitting whatever key he can.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
It's unbearable, guys.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The paladins test the wall of force, looking toward the front and where Rana and Tharon are, and then shrug and begin to battle with the storm elemental themselves, slinging spells and arrows at it. A mist begins to pour through this window.
Shit.
And the storm elemental moves back next to Ilum and the tumble card and tries to slam Ilum with its thunderous cloud fist. I
does hit.
imagine a 26. Okay. Yeah. You never know. He smashes it into you for 9 bludgeon. 16 bludgeoning, 11 lightning.
I mean,
And
is this any special resistances? So
Okay. Second one, also a hit for a total of 27. The lightning crackles from its fist over your body. And then it is the swirling air takes shape, forming a tornado. Ooh. And the air around it swirls, pulling in people and pews and small objects. I need a strength saving throw from Valerian and Rana.
This isn't gonna go well. Oh, hey, that was a good roll. How do I have a 6 on my How do I have a +6 to my strength saves?
It's one you're proficient in strength saves. That's how.
Okay. Okay.
But you take
Holy moly.
9 bludgeoning and 9 thunder.
So
18. That feels
18.
wrong. That's how that halves. As does
That is
Valyrian,
weird.
as they resist the pull, the tug from this tornado elemental. The other people in the room, not as fortunate for some of them. Learn, almost too quick to notice, gestures, and there's a single word she speaks as she gets pulled forward. A single arcane word, I should say. Okay, and that brings us to Valerian. I guess he can be seen in the. You're breaking up for me. I don't know. I imagine you're just attacking it. Based
Move
on
up
that
and
roll.
swing.
Yeah, that hits.
That was
Okay.
actually supposed to be an advantage, but whatever.
Okay, you slash into it again, breaking up the swirling wind in such a way that it has to pull itself back together. But it is a creature composed entirely of swirling wind, so it's hard to tell what, if
Right.
anything,
Right.
you've done
Yeah.
to it.
I'll swing again. I assume it doesn't have some sort of vision that's letting it see me better. That my being heavily obscured is giving me an advantage.
Correct. You're heavily obscured, just in general.
Because of the shadows of Moyle.
Oh yeah. That's correct. Nice.
What was that? Why did it roll it weird like that?
I don't know. 46? That's
That's
not.
so.
That can't be right.
I just rolled an advantage attack. That's weird.
Yeah. Okay. It hits.
Yeah. I just don't know. I'm gonna smite it.
Okay.
But I'll use bolt. I'll use Eldritch Smite and Divine Smite.
Nice.
So that'll be. Use both. I'll use my 2 fifth level spells. So I'll do 10 d8.
Paladin smiting, you only get benefits if you use like 4th level or lower, like
Yeah, but I
using
don't
a
have
5th
any
level
4th
spell
level
slot.
I don't have any 4th level spells.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, right, you're barely any paladin.
So 10
Or
d8.
Clara growls. Ooh, you've injured it. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, 2 attacks.
Okay. You don't want to throw your sword at the wall of force just for kicks?
That feels like I should take an attack action. I don't know. Just interact, throw sword.
Uh, okay.
No, that's it.
Bum, bum. The lights that appeared briefly begin to shine a little bit brighter and close in on the people nearby. There's a sort of rainbow-like strike which hits some of the temple guards and Miska. One of them comes up to Orin.
Which one is Miska?
Are they invisible?
They're
Okay.
not invisible.
Oh.
This one's Miska.
Okay.
I presume that misses. Yeah, Orin.
Oh,
You
it
can see that,
misses.
right?
Yeah.
This thing right here.
I see a barely
Better.
visible shade of the generic icon.
Yeah, see, there you go.
That's okay.
That's what it is. It's a barely visible generic icon.
The most deadly
Every
type of
2 slots above
icons.
second.
Yeah.
Ilum?
Right. Let's swing again
This
at
is-
this big thing.
This is freaking chaotic, man.
Hey,
That
another
hits.
hits. Okay, yeah. Looks like it was automatically hitting this time. And yeah, that hits. Bonus action, one more.
I love those bonus actions. All right. The lightning begins to fade in its intensity. Still crackling quite a bit, but not as much as before. Your hair starting to stand on end with the proximity, but still going at it. Orin. Oh no, initiative count 15. Temple guards continue to attack, some of them turning to attack those strange, almost invisible elemental composed of light. Miska, yeah, she reaches out and takes hold of something within the elemental, and a lot of the light sort of bursts in a starburst kind of explosion. Greens and reds.
Creepy. So she just kind of like grabs at it.
Yep.
Ugh.
And Ron or Orin, because I almost skipped you.
Have I seen this elemental take any action?
Which one?
This one
I
out
don't know
here?
about you.
I'm picking out that one outside in the foyer.
Nope, it just appeared in a crackle of lightning. There was chanting, and then it sort of exploded into being right there.
How did he get her? I had her for
What?
the last 2 hours.
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
And I hear those voices coming like behind the creature somewhere else here in the foyer.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna try to cast. Yeah, I'm gonna try to cast banishment on this one.
I missed it.
Uh,
I should count 20 like a doofus. We'll do it right now after Orin. A charisma check.
aha, yes.
Yeah, it,
Nice.
it's a rough save for most characters.
I know, that's why I liked it. And then that means the wall of force will come down because it's concentration. And if I Misty Step, does that warrant a...
Opportunity? No. But you also
Okay.
can't Misty Step because you cast banishment. And you
Misty
can't
Step
cast.
is a bonus action, right?
I'm aware, but to cast a bonus action spell, The other,
Oh,
the only action spell you can cast is a cantrip.
okay. Now, with that said, I have spell mastery now at wizard level 18, and Misty Step is the second level spell. So
That
does that
that
mean
just
that
means
I
it
can?
doesn't cast a spell slot. It's still you're still limited by that restriction.
Okay, fair enough. Then, I cannot do anything except for maybe a telekinetic shove, which I will do on this elemental.
Okay.
Just move him 5 feet back this direction. Do you need the?
Ooh,
Ooh, that was.
looks like he resists.
Yeah, I think he does.
Okay.
I don't know exactly how it's supposed to measure it. What's it comparing it against? DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat.
Right. So for you, it's 19.
Okay, tie goes to the roller.
Correct. So the Bellkeepers begin. Leon turns to Rana and says, "Thank you for inviting me," and then she disappears.
The fuck?
Uh-oh.
Ever so helpful.
Sorpun moves near the Sentinel and pulls. No, not near the Sentinel, near the other one, and pulls him out of the tornado. And Lycanbeard. Lycanbeard's hands elongate into these enormous claws. He moves forward and begins to tear into the elemental. And Rana.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing the the noise
No.
that happens when it's your turn?
No.
I think my sound
No.
might be too low.
I can't hear it.
Then I guess no one is.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon. Oh, I want to upcast it. What's the best level to upcast it to? Like,
Great.
I don't think it scales well.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
It's
like
every
every
two.
two levels. So 4, 6, 8.
4,
Yeah.
6. So I have 4 or 6. Well, doesn't look like I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go with 6.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Oh, I guess I should actually here. Maybe if
Control
I,
weapon.
if I do this properly. Wait. Spiritual weapon at 6th level. Well, I guess I can place the template. It'll go here. Attack. Yeah, that's about right.
Damn.
That'll miss.
And then she'll go, or she'll Papa, my bow, and then, but also say, then keep Mama safe, Mama and Rajon.
Okay.
And then that's my goal.
Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Okay. A alabaster-skinned elf with a sort of a lilac hue steps into the doorway there, looks upon the scene, and pulls out a crystal rod, points it at Miska, speaks a few arcane words.
It's a +6 to her save.
Yeah.
A 5. Sorry, +5.
Okay. The lightning's double check. Yeah, so it arcs no matter what. It hits her and then it arcs to Orin and to Orin's, and Rion, and then Sonog as well.
Rion, that's the name I was forgetting.
Yeah, so can I get a dex save from Orin?
Can I cast Counterspell?
You can.
No. Oh, can I? Okay.
Wait, why'd you say no?
Oh, because I was wondering about the banishment piece.
No, yeah, that doesn't affect it.
It doesn't affect reactions.
Mm.
Okay. I'll cast Counterspell.
Okay. Go ahead and throw that into chat, and then you, if you're casting it at 3rd level, you'll have to roll a d20 plus your intelligence modifier, I believe.
No, that's not gonna work.
No. So yeah, dex save.
You also get a plus 5.
Okay. 27.
You didn't need it.
Okay, you take 29 points of lightning damage.
I recognize this person.
Give me a perception check. Yeah. So the man who stepped into the doorway is a student at the academy, or maybe was. About 2 weeks ago, he disappeared. No one knows where he went. He looks mostly the same, with the exception of some scar tissue that's, with that perception, pretty sure it's a recent wound that's healing. It's not quite scar as it is like that rigid like growth that happens before you start scarring. That's on his face. And he's got a couple stones which which whiz around in a circle above his head.
Mhm.
Why not just got one of those?
Alcara moves into that meditation room, and Tharon runs. You left the bow in the meditation room.
Yep.
Okay. Tharon runs forward, drawing both swords and stabbing them into the elemental there. Our old buddy Paladin Enforcer runs to behind the storm elemental and slashes down with his great axe. The mist coming in through the window solidifies into a misty creature. It moves toward Rana and reaches out to engulf her with a hand, but does not succeed.
Yeah.
As Rana pulls away from it, and it is Storm Elemental's turn. Oh, Stormy. Stormy. It's gonna slam the paladin next to Ilum. Ooh, it's rough. And then it tries to slam Ilum. The tornado rolls away, drawing opportunity attacks from the assembly. Lycanbeard claws it. That hits. Roshi stabs it. Chiron stabs it.
I just rolled it twice to simulate the
Advantage. Because it didn't work right. Yeah, that's fair. And so does the sentinel. Okay. It then points its two sort of arm-like appendages forward, and a gale of wind surges out.
Oof.
Ooh, it's going to choose this corner.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So it's getting its buddy?
Yeah. I need Constitution saving throws from Rana and Valerian.
I don't get any bonus to the save from the protection. Doesn't look like. Frightened possessed. Okay. You said con save? Con save.
Mhm.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use my inspiration. Reroll that. Wow!
Oh dear.
Alright, well,
That's rough.
that was meant to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
Valerian takes 9 thunder damage.
Who?
Valerian.
Oh, okay.
And Rana takes 19 and is deafened.
Wonderful.
Ooh,
Oh, I
that's
made
like being in
this guy
silence, right?
dead, not.
I was wondering. I was like, "Jeez, that guy must have been fucked up."
Yeah, he came in with a lot of injuries that he didn't tell anyone about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Valerian. Some of the elves around you are clutching out their ears and that they're kind of screaming in pain that's, I mean, it's unlike any you heard before. Well, maybe Valerian's heard it from his victims.
Oh, gosh.
I assume
Wow.
that 13 misses.
13 misses, yeah. The elemental is able to juke. 17 also misses, but a 21 hits. So, that'll do it. 33 damage. Anything else? No? Okay. You stab into it. Again, just doing what you can, but not entirely sure if what you're doing is helpful. The radiants continue to, or the radiant, like barely visible elementals continue to assault the temple guards. One moves up behind Hiroshi. And they, in turn, strike back. Bringing us to Ilum.
All right, let's swing at this storm elemental.
I forgot one's next to Orin. I'll deal with that in a second. That hits. Okay, it's still going. But it's on the last legs. That again, electricity is just. I mean, there's a few arcs here and there, but for the most part, it's done. That hits. It explodes in a burst of energy, and is no more.
All right, I'll step over here and bonus action attack this one.
Okay. That hits.
That's good.
It explodes in a what's it called surge of light. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Sheesh. For me, right?
From Ilum and Miska. Okay. Both of you are fine. The light does not blind you. Do you do anything else?
Yeah, I can keep moving. Move there.
Okay. Lycanbeard continues to press the attack with Valerian. Surfoon touches Hiroshi and his compatriot, and their deafness seems to go away. They stop their sort of wailing. Thoron runs back with Rana's bow, sees what's happening, and Oh, that'd be funny. He reaches out as though he's grasping toward Rana, and a spray of molten metal shoots out from Rana towards the fog elemental.
Sorry. What?
Yeah. Okay.
Huh. Gonna have to talk about that one.
And then
It's
it is
fun.
Orin's turn.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna cast, I think, 20-foot radius sphere. Well, that's quite a sphere.
Are you casting fireball?
No!
Oh, okay.
Second shape a fireball. Can't cast fireball above my own freaking head.
Sure you can.
Sure, I could.
The Eli scene would beg to differ.
Yeah, exactly.
They typically go for their own feet, though, so I guess that's
Yeah.
different.
Well.
He's considering it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try it. I think. No, you know what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Too risky.
All right, what's Orin doing?
I am going to Misty Step away from this thing,
Okay.
and then I will cast. I can do a cantrip paired with that, right?
Correct.
Yes. Correct.
All
Where
right.
would you like to put yourself, though? Tell me
Yeah.
that first.
I will
First.
place
Okay,
myself.
Much.
What's
Should
the
be-
distance? 30 feet? Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna head this way with these two. Okay. All right. And
Step
then
there. And then fire bolts. What's the range on this?
it's enough.
See it.
Probably 60 feet.
It's 120.
Oh gosh, okay.
So, and I'll aim that at the big elemental.
Okay. That hits.
So damage should be 40-10, right?
40-10? That's no. Okay. Yeah, the fire blasts through the creature. Yeah.
Oh, and I get to add my intelligence modifier to it as well, right?
Why?
For
Because he's an
Empowered.
evoker, I would assume.
empowered evocation.
Yeah.
So that's +5.
I'll
Modify the formulas, I guess, for that to make it easier.
yeah, I'll go through as well.
Sweet, thank you.
Like her. Okay, so that brings us to Rana. Who
Yeah.
now-
I...
Thon has Rana's bow, but did not give it to her.
Right, that's fine. What
Molten flag now covers this wall and has melted through some of the window.
Yeah. What kind of save do I need to... What kind of save do you typically make against being frightened?
Usually wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. So I will make a wisdom saving throw. I'll say that's good. Okay. So Rana has the
I didn't know. I didn't know you were the DM.
Well, no. Well, okay. Do you want
Here, let me
So
grant you
Rana's deaf.
DM power.
So
No,
I
that's good.
figured
You're right.
she's
You're
freaking
good.
out.
Yeah,
And
no, you're
I
good.
volunteered to do a wisdom saving throw against being frightened because of Rana's particular.
I appreciate that. That is a
Okay.
good enough.
So that's what I did. So she has the wherewithal to do things this turn, even if just barely. So she's gonna cast Lesser Restoration on herself.
The sharp claw once again growls.
Where did that spell go? Lesser Restoration. Yeah. Does this one cost diamonds? I can't remember.
No.
Okay. So Rana should no longer be deafened.
Diamonds.
And then she is. Did you
Ooh,
just?
plus stuff.
Yeah, I was
and
removing it, and then apparently you did too.
Can
So.
you move my spiritual weapon to this thing? Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack it.
Spiritually.
Yeah, the pike is gonna go stabby stabby.
Man, your spiritual weapon is a fish? That's awesome.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Don't consume this ball slot because I just want to pull up the attack again.
That
Yay!
hits.
Is that right? Is it 3d8?
It's
Yeah,
normally
one-
3d8, so I believe you need another.
It's
Didn't you cast it
normally
at 4th?
3d8?
Doesn't it? No?
No, it's normally
No, I'm wrong.
1d8.
No, you're good. You're good. Ignore me. Do you do
Okay.
anything else?
Yeah, it needs to make a dex save because it's too close to me. I have the Ring of the Forge going and I use the augment. So it needs to make a DC 19 dex save or take fire damage.
Are the elementals that has advantage on? No.
Did you say?
Why did I do advantage anyways?
That didn't matter. It's the better die
Yeah, he
first.
says.
Okay. Okay, then it's good for now. Okay.
Steps back into the doorway and there's a bunch of paladins coming at him now. So he grabs a he grabs a small piece of crystal and he presents it for, and a blast of cold air shoots forward.
Fun.
See if I'm gonna hit in that. Oh, I'm not.
But the elemental is.
Orin, I'll cast counter spell. Wait, what level is this? 5th level?
Maybe.
Okay, strategy for
Yeah,
counter
yeah.
spell. Do you try to up level it to match it?
Yeah, your level, you should be able to roll the check, but it is a gamble to not match the level.
Depends on how badly you want the spell to not happen.
Right.
Yeah,
It's-
that's
It's just a
Okay.
5th level spell, so you losing a 5th level spell slot probably isn't that big a deal. Like if
Would
it
be
were
if
like
it
a
were,
6th or 7th, then maybe.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna upcast this one to 5th level.
Okay.
And
What a-
consume.
What a
Yeah, roll.
coincidence. You don't need to roll if you upcast.
Oh, sweet.
As long as it's the same level as your counterspell, or lower, like the spell you're targeting, then it gets counterspelled. But
Great.
you only roll if the spell you're counterspelling is higher.
That makes sense. Thank you.
So, as you begin your counterspell, speaking out that word, so too does Pyrion. And the
Ooh,
counterspells hit each other and fizzle out.
Ooh.
Well, technically, his
counter cold
counterspell.
goes off anyways.
So I
it's
need-
cooler than Pitzel.
Ha. That's true. So I need con saves from. Wait, can you even see him? You can barely see him. Okay.
I could see him.
Yeah.
Con saves from.
Although, if
no
you want to give me
fire.
back my counter spell, I can't. Actually, I cannot see him. I cannot. It's true. It's very true. I can't. No, there's no way I would have seen him.
I need a con save from Valerian.
Probably the storm or this tornado elemental too.
What's that?
I might not care about cold.
Maybe.
Oh no, I'm gonna do the saves for everyone else too. Don't worry about that. 28.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you made it.
Well,
Plus
You
18.
take 14 cold.
I don't really anticipate failing any saves that I'm proficient with.
Well, that sounds like a challenge.
Okay.
Oh no. Here we go again.
No, don't be like that. You silly.
You just gotta target me with non-proficient saves. Actually, throw some of those
Yeah.
charisma saves at me. I never get a chance to try to make those.
Okay, will do.
I'll target you with one.
Yeah, with your what you got, plus 17 over there? 18, plus 18.
Oh my gosh. This is plus
What the
20.
hell?
You failed as well?
I gotta roll a 1. It's a 21. Come on.
Oddly, Miska, the other Forsaken, doesn't even bother reacting to this cone of cold that hits her.
Interesting.
Ooh, spicy.
No selling the cone of cold.
Mm-mm. She did. Kyron runs forward and gives a couple rapier stabs into the tornado.
Hiroshi?
Hiroshi, what did I say?
Chiron.
Karen.
Yeah. He borrowed Hiroshi's rapier for a few minutes.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to move Pyrion out of the way. The Paladin Enforcer jogs in towards Pyrion, the last you saw. Fog Elemental. Ooh, does it try to strangle again? Or
It
does
needs
it
to
do
make another
something?
check.
Horrid.
Deck save.
Okay.
So it takes 6 fire damage.
Okay. It comes around to the other side and it breathes all over you.
Gross. Ugh.
Make a con save.
Okay, I'm okay this time.
D10s.
You take 24 cold damage. And you are not blinded or restrained, so that's important.
Yeah.
The tornado elemental will. Gosh, is he out of his? Yeah, he sure is. Is gonna try to slam Valyrian first. Probably misses. You're always full of armor. And then Chiron.
This
Oof.
is the lowest AC of any character I've made in this campaign.
Which is, yeah, and I saw what it was too.
That's saying something.
And that brings us to Valyrian.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to attack him again. Oh,
So
I
that you
realized.
could go attack something else.
Yes. I realized I hadn't been doing this. I wonder what this is gonna do, right?
Is that the Shadow of Moyle thingy? Why'd you roll 3 times?
Oh, my elven accuracy.
Oh, nice.
I should have been doing it the whole time.
Yeah, you're correct. You should have been. So that's a crit. Wait. What did that say? 2019, 930. What the fuck?
Those
What
were
is
the 3
happening with
rolls.
your rolls?
My rolls were
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
know how it works. Okay. 2 crits, but you only get 1.
yeah. Why isn't it rolling?
I don't know. It's destroyed.
Oh, I see. There's like a little thing up in front of me.
All right. Yeah, you smash into it with your elven accuracy. You stab the heart of the storm. No, the eye of the tornado. The heart of the storm was earlier, and I forgot to say it.
Oh no! There's no way for me to get to him.
Use the boost to get through.
No, now I don't even want to move towards him. Our guy. Oh, this guy left. Oh, awesome.
Throw something at it.
There's this thing.
Is that a thing? Oh yeah, there is a thing there. I can just barely see
Wait,
it.
did that thing survive the cone of cold?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'll wait to
Ah,
move.
And he's really waiting. Did he disconnect? Or is that
No,
someone else?
I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here.
Oh, dang it.
Didn't hear the disconnect,
It's
though.
immune to cold. Yeah, it did survive it.
Okay.
And I'll move to it.
Wasted an 18 on that. No, kidding. There's no wasted rolls. There's only rolls that you haven't utilized properly, which is a waste. That hits.
Is it putting him? Oh, does it really?
Yeah.
Those are terrible rolls.
Yeah. Elven accuracy.
I didn't make the thing.
I know. I know. Oh my gosh.
It
All
took
right.
a lot of work convincing myself not to take elven accuracy.
Oh, but according to Liarn, you're not an elf. Go ahead and roll a con save.
Don't wanna.
Okay. I guess you're blinded. Oh,
With your plus 18, you don't want to roll a DC 13 save.
Yeah. I don't want to roll. I'll just take flat. I'll just use
blinded.
it.
It tries to strike you in return.
I-
Oh, did you still have stuff to do?
No,
when
no,
you're
but
here?
it's a disadvantage.
I guess it misses.
I'm also like resistant to the radiant.
One of
It does
them
do.
attacks Ilum. I think that's a miss.
That is a miss.
The
Check
guard
shadows.
continued
Oh.
faint. And then they attack
It's
right
me.
back. Paladins all rush out. Oh, he's not gonna be happy about his life.
The mage outside?
Yeah. Okay, and we have Ilum.
All right, let's go ahead and attack this thing.
Did Seraphine just attack something?
No.
Okay. It's about to be very surprised.
Oh, those were poor rolls.
And yet,
Ooh, plus dead.
Dead.
All right, attack this one.
or the damage will be enough. Sure was. All right. You stab them both, and they explode in their radiant light.
Right, and then I will.
Lycanbeard runs up and claws at the fog elemental.
Oh, nice.
Runs forward and hands Rana the bell. He pushes the priest out of the way. Seraphine will look around and you're the most injured. Walks forward, places a hand on Rana's shoulder, and she regains 50 HP.
Ooh, yay. Thank you.
Orin?
All right. That fog elemental looks like it's in good shape, which is a shame because I had a fun idea for this turn.
I don't even know what that means.
I want to share it. I wanted
should
to
just-
run to this square and
Mhm.
cast Shape Water on the fog elemental and squeeze a 5-foot cube of it. See what
Interesting.
happens.
Yeah, that's an interesting idea.
That is.
But I will pursue the spellcasters. So let's get.
Yeah, just go to directly outside the door first, and then you can see and decide where else you want to move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I
so
see
there's a
him.
scuffle. The armored paladins are trying to grab the armor or the mage, while the Forsaken is. It looks like her hand is in his body somehow, but it's not like there's an open wound so much as it's phased out of existence and she's grabbing something within.
Yikes.
She's
What?
creepy.
Do I understand what's happening there?
No,
Okay.
but it doesn't look like he's enjoying it.
And I definitely see him as a villain at this stage, right?
I don't know. I mean, he's appeared and cast spells at you twice, or
Yeah.
the general assembled people. I think that's a fair deduction.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at him.
Bringing out the big guns. No,
And Firebolt's nice.
it is.
It is.
That hits.
Oh, did you already
Old-
fix it with my bonuses?
That was the attack roll.
Oh, that was the attack roll. So +5.
Okay. Anything else? You want to Misty Step because you can?
I could. I wish
And
I
you
could
doesn't-
cast. I wish I could cast Sleep, but
Well,
that is
you-
an action.
You could have, but you firebolted.
Well, he had too much HP for Sleep.
You don't know that, Rana.
We'll murmur a quick thank you, Papa, for the bow, and then kind of consider for a little bit and actually cast Toll the Dead instead. Because it's a fog elemental.
That he does not save. He gets told the what for.
And then I will also direct the pike over here and stab it. Stab at the.
All right.
Attack. Yay!
hits. I believe there's no way for you not to murder it. Oh, actually, there was a way, but it is dead. The Toll the Dead. The fog freezes, and as it drops towards the ground, it sublimates and just rises as plain steam, no longer a part of the elemental. And then the pike comes in and jabs it. It disappears. Anything else?
No, she'll look around.
Sublimation, not the way you want to go.
I think she'll just hang out here, actually. Just kind of
Okay.
breathing heavy.
Irion begins a Misty Step.
No, never mind.
What? You can see him.
I know. I guess I'll counterspell it.
Okay. As his spell breaks from your counterspell, he just looks across the room at you, and eyes wide. Yeah. Chiron runs back over there, and Hiroshi runs over here. Yeah, there's no way. We're just gonna. Okay. The paladin next to who's it? Pyrian will. Wait, where'd he go? I thought he was right here. Did I cover him with a person? I sure did. Yeah, because there's no. That's why he was sad. Like he shouldn't.
Oh,
Looks down at him. How injured Pyrian is. The many stab wounds, the strange necroses that's radiating outward from Miska's arm, and clunks him on the back of the head with his sword, and falls to the ground. And the light, the aurora elementals disappear. And we're out of initiative.
ooh.
Assign initiative or experience. Nah, I think we're good.
Oh, free movement. I can just do whatever I want now.
Is
Yeah.
the nature of I know the nature of banishment is that I have to hold the concentration, but now that who I thought was the spellcaster is unconscious,
Huh.
what
Yeah.
happens to the elemental on the other plane? Do I know?
If it required concentration, then when it would normally return back to the material plane, it just wouldn't because he's not maintaining the concentration necessary.
And if it didn't,
Then it'll come back and
in
be
Right.
on the material plane.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
Pyrian is unconscious.
correct.
So there's no way I can check on it, right? The thing that I banished to make sure.
Like poke your head into the extra dimensional place where it is and be like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you
I'd have to do
still
a
in there?"
plane shift for that or something, right?
That would be hysterical. I'm gonna plane shift to where I banished that guy and see if he's there still. Myrna and Rion pull Miska off of Pyrian, and she just lets her arm fall limp at her side and just brushes them off and walks back into the sanctuary. Sonog pulls or drags no, she carries Pyrian back in and brings him forward. It's a general check. People begin to check themselves over, making sure that whatever injuries they've sustained aren't so severe that they won't recover. And if they are, then attending to themselves.
Is he alive?
Yes, we were able to subdue him without killing.
Good. Thank you. Make
Why
sure
would-
he is bound and probably gagged. Whatever precautions are necessary to ensure that he cannot cast any spells.
Where would you like him?
That is a good question. Preceptor, is there?
There's a guest quarters with a bed, or we can lay him upon the table in our meeting room, or perhaps in the tool shed.
Perhaps we could secure.
I
a
also
guest
have
quarters?
a servant's quarters.
That would not do.
The servants'
But
quarters
thank
would
you
not do.
for the suggestion. No,
Okay, just confirming. So would securing him in a guest room be acceptable?
yes,
Sonog, do you agree that that would be the security would be sufficient?
yes.
Okay.
I'll post Rion outside, and I will be inside.
Okay. Thank
Myrna
you.
will be nearby,
Let us know when he wakes, please.
of course. Serpun, if we want him to wake sooner, I can accommodate.
Thank you. Perhaps we ought to discuss which questions might be best to ask him, best methods of interrogating before we wake him. But yes, other than that, I agree. Thank you, Master Seraphim. If people are still deafened and obviously hurting, Rana will
Yeah, Serpun
Right.
gives a little lesser restoration as well.
Okay. Well, so then I guess, yeah, Rana will cast it on Chiron.
The Bears playing picks up. It's still not good, but it's better. That's where we'll end for the week.
Ooh.
Oh, look at us.
Kicking
Right off
off
the
with a
dot.
bang.
Everybody levels up.
Cool. Are you serious?
Ooh,
Ooh,
spicy.
So-
a
so-
feat.
To level 19.
I've never been this high.
Correct.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And yeah,
Good
talk to
job,
you guys.
everybody.
I
Yep.
got to go.
See you
All right.
next week. Bye.
Bye.